The Damage Control Office of the White House was working overtime again Saturday after President Joe Biden strongly implied that America wants a regime change in Russia. At the close of a speech in Poland during which Biden called Russian leader Vladimir Putin a butcher and denounced Russian invasion of Ukraine, Biden said, "For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power." It wasn't long before the White House sought to put a different spin on what those words were supposed to say as opposed to what they did. A White House official said in a statement, "The president's point was that Putin cannot be allowed to exercise power over his neighbors or the region. He was not discussing Putin's power in Russia or regime change." Interesting spin. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov responded to Biden's comment by saying, according to Reuters, "That's not for Biden to decide. The president of Russia is elected by Russians." Dmitry Rogozin, the head of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, mocked Biden in a tweet claiming that the clarification came from the White House medical unit. At least one expert said the comment will not be written off as a slip of the tongue. Richard Haass, the president of the Council on Foreign Relations, said in a tweet, "The White House walkback of POTUS's regime change call is unlikely to wash. Putin will see it as confirmation of what he's believed all along. Bad lapse in discipline that runs risk of extending the scope and the duration of the war." While talking to members of the Army's 82nd Airborne Division, Biden made the latest gaffe, telling US troops that they will be in Ukraine war.
Also, the average citizen. Look at how they're stepping up. Look at how they're stepping up. And you're going to see when you're there, and some of you have been there, you're going to see women, young people standing in the middle of front of a damn tank, just saying, "I'm not leaving. I'm holding my ground." They're incredible.
The White House then tried to extinguish the fire and clarify that there was no plan afoot to send troops into combat. The White House spokesperson said, "The president has been clear we're not sending US troops to Ukraine and there's no change in that position." On Thursday, Biden had some people scratching their heads over what he really meant when he said the response to any Russian use of chemical weapons in Ukraine, and I quote, "would depend on the nature of the use." Biden said the US would respond, and I quote again, "in kind."
Sir, you've made it very clear in this conflict that you do not want to see World War III. But is it possible that in expressing that so early that you were too quick to rule out direct military intervention in this war? Could Putin have been emboldened knowing that you are not going to get involved directly in this conflict?
No and no.
That. And to clarify on chemical weapons, if chemical weapons were used in Ukraine, would that trigger a military response from NATO?
It would trigger a response in kind. Whether or not you're asking whether NATO would cross, we'd make that decision at the time.
And my final question, because you're heading to Poland tomorrow, do you think that getting a first-hand look at the effects of this war on these millions of Ukrainians who have fled their country could change the way that you might respond?
I don't think so, because I've been to many, many war zones. I've been in refugee camps. I've been in war zones for the last 15 years, and it's devastating.
Well, even the White House National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, tried to gloss over that one. We'd like to know your thoughts and responses. Share them in the comments down below, and also share this news and support us through subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.